Yann Liasse here with Cage Warriors lightweight champion George Hardwick over a massive first round victory over Yann Liasse. This was a lot of pressure coming into this fight that you've been kind of putting on yourself. You were saying that you either thought he was going to go to a decision or that you was going to lose, which is very honest from a fighter. A lot of fighters don't say that sort of stuff. And you was talking about if it was a victory, you'd be UFC bound. So that's a lot of pressure to hold on your shoulders. How do you feel now?
I'm feeling sound now. I've hit the high, and I'm just thinking about the next steps, getting back in the gym, completing Resident Evil 4 remake, because that's still on the list. I've got to get some revenge for my boy Louis Serra. But other than that, I didn't feel any pressure, really, and it was surreal. It was like the lack of feeling pressure was making me feel pressure at times.
Right.
I was like, is this a bad sign? You know, when I won the title, there was a lot of nervous energy, and there was a lot of, I've never fought someone this level. Again, I thought this is such an awkward matchup for me, but there wasn't the same nervous energy, but I think it's just the system, the repetition in the gym and now in the fight. That's the benefit of being an active fighter. A lot of people inactive, they get in the cage, first few exchanges, they lock up. But because I'm being active, you know, I'm looking for that Conor McGregor featherweight grind where he's just banging out fights, momentum. That's how you can be confident in there in the exchanges, by being active. If I was to just clutch onto the belt, I'm going to go into the basement, watch Bargain Hunt, I don't want to risk it, I would lose experience. And there's only like a little time frame to get it, and I want as much experience as I can.
After the first knockdown, you swarmed him. The submission looked like it was going to be there, but eventually you finished him standing up on the feet. After the first knockdown, did you know that the finish was going to happen in that round?
No idea. It's all just happening at its own rhythm, There was a moment where I jumped on the guillotine and thought, damn it, have I lost the opportunity? And I had a good squeeze, 5-10 seconds, and then I thought, I've got to get back to my feet. I'm bellying down here. His head's going to recover. And then I just got back to work. I'd have to ask him how tight it was, but you know, I've gotten that before, knocked someone down and jumped on the guillotine. But then I just thought, no, I've got to keep the headshots going. I've not finished anyone with it. Oh no, I finished Capera with headshots. I'm forgetting it myself. I thought, because it's all been body shots and I needed some headshot finishes, so yeah, I felt the guillotine, if it's not on, a high elbow guillotine, if it's 5-10 seconds is not on, I've got to belly down, get out, keep hitting.
You looked seriously intense, but also enjoying yourself when you was walking out. The crowd was going absolutely crazy for you. You was singing along to your entrance song as well. What were your thoughts and feelings? Can you remember any distinct thoughts that were going through your mind at that point?
You know, it's like the warm-up was just going very, very sound. The only thing is I was farting a lot, and I was like throwing body kicks. I'm throwing body kicks on the pads, and as I'm throwing like 2-3 body kicks, and as my legs going up, I'm like, oh, that's making me fart here. Maybe I should just
nervous energy.
Maybe I should just. Some call it nervous energy. Some call it too many baked beans. But yeah, I just thought maybe I just have to box. But then in the fight, you just forget about it. And it was actually in the warm-up before the start of the fight, before the walkouts, I played Wonderwall, and most of the time that song is such an overplayed, cheesy song.
It is.
Back in the early 2000s where some guy with a guitar would walk to a party and insist on playing it because he's been playing the guitar for 3 weeks and he wants to show off. Now, it's such a cheesy song, but there it just hit so perfectly. And that just put me in there. Oh, I'm doing this.
And it stopped the farts.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I was farting in the corner. I was farting as they were calling my name, but, you know, just, wow. Oh, I'm doing this. This is pretty cool. This is nice, yeah.
And now you've got most likely the UFC to look forward to as well. You mentioned the July card that's heavily rumoured, not officially announced, but it's probably going to happen. Is there a specific opponent in mind that you'd want to call out?
You know, I never got the chance to fight Figlak for the title. That would have been a really good title fight, but he managed to stay ready and jump on the fight. Credits to him when I couldn't. That's credit to him. That's a fight a lot of fans have wanted to see. But you never know. It's all in flux. These kind of UFC opportunities. So I'm ready for everything.
Do you think that this is something obviously that you visualised for a long time, fighting with the UFC? Is it coming at the perfect time? Do you feel like you're as ready as you can possibly be for that?
I just want to train and train and train and train and train more and more and more and more and more, because it's like that continual improvement is the best thing in the world. This is just a validation. Okay, this is all work. Let's just keep going, keep hammering it, keep hammering it. So I'm actually itching. Monday, getting some training in, hitting the bag, doing bicep curls, doing all this nonsense with a full belly of palm oil. I can't wait.
I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your night. Congratulations on a brilliant win.
Thank you.